Welcome back to the Rapid Chess Speedrun. Today we are rated 1074. We still have not lost a game of Rapid Chess yet on the speedrun, but our opponents are getting a bit better. The last couple of games have been a little bit closer. So let's start a new game today and see how it goes against Samarth 2006 from India. So we'll play d4. Our rating is beginning to get a little less volatile. Play c4 here. Probably could have gone d5 right away. We are now getting into more normal structure. This is a gambit, kind of resembling the queen's gambit here. He takes the pawn, but that's going to give us full control of the center, so we're happy to do that. And we do open up this bishop attacking that diagonal. He's not threatening to take. If I play a move like bishop e3, that defends the pawn once, but still if he takes, I would have to take back with the pawn so that my knight doesn't stop guarding. So I think I'm just going to develop the bishop out to e3 anyways, and then if he takes, I might just take back with the pawn, and we'll get a pretty interesting position. I should have good central control, so I actually like that position for me. Okay, that pawn's protected, so I can go ahead and collect back the pawn on c4 now. He plays e6, which blunts my bishop. I'm going to develop my other knight. Okay. He attacks my knight, or rather pins it to the king. I think I can go rook g1 in this position would be a good move. Moving my bishop to a better square could also be useful. Let's go rook g1, see what he wants to do about this pawn. If he plays, okay, he castles right into it. That can't be good. First of all, I have that move, since the pawn is pinned. Is that just, if I play there, if he goes there, so if I go there, he might have that move, but then I push my pawn, which attacks his knight. Let's play it. See what our opponent does here. This pawn is now technically hanging. Okay, if I can do this, which attacks the knight, and I think he's just in big trouble here early. Okay, he brings his queen over. Can I do, if I do this, is his queen able to, let's do this, let's see. There might be a way to trap the queen in this position. I'm trying to figure that out. Rook there. He would have to go here or take the pawn. Okay, what if I play rook here? Does that threaten anything good? I'm attacking the knight. Only problem if I go takes, 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 he can take my bishop at the end. I guess I would get So if I go here and he takes, I can take with the queen, which would then protect that check on the back rank. Let's go for this. We burned some clock. We're down about 3 minutes, but so far the position's looking very good for me. It's a bit complicated though, so I gotta play precisely. Oh, and our opponent disconnected. Hopefully the game doesn't end here. I don't know if he started to sense that he was in trouble and just aborted, or if he is actually having connection issues. All right, well, we win the game by abandonment. Looks like we crossed 1100 elo. Let's review the game really quick. I have a feeling I played all right here, but could have been better. Looks like right around 80% for both of us. So let's go ahead and take a look.
Oh, knight
So right off the
c6
bat,
develops the knight toward the
knight
center,
C6
attacks the
isn't very
d4 pawn,
common.
and
I
controls the
actually think
e5
best move here
square.
would have been to push my d pawn,
c4
but
takes space
I
in the
play
center,
C4, which is also a
controls.
reasonable move.
They've
Looks like
struck
it's
at this.
within the book.
This move, I like their. Your bishop
taking
is.
the center is the
They've
best
targeted
move.
your pawn by pinning one of its
We're
defenders.
Still in theory here.
You are bringing your
And then it
bishop into
says
play,
that bishop
eyeing the
to
central squares.
E3
They've
is
targeted your.
fine. What would
You
have
are.
been the best move here?
This wins material.
Okay. It likes attacking the knight. Let's just look at the analysis and play out that line really quick. So it goes knight e5, then I get my knight out, and I guess that is just bad for black if he damages my pawns. Let's go back to how I play this. Let's go back to the review.
You are. Now you have to.
And then,
You are threatening
it
to
does
tactically
give
win a pawn.
GF as the best move rather than taking with the queen, because that would drop this central pawn.
They overlooked an opportunity to prepare a bishop for
Okay,
development.
bringing the knight
You
out
get a
I think
chance
is
to
bad.
kick a
I'm
knight.
guessing it
You had a
wants
better
me, instead
They
of taking back
overlooked
the
an
pawn, does it want
You
me
had a.
just to
The knight is
attack
kicked by a
that
pawn
knight
and must
again?
now
Okay, so it
move
really
or be
likes this
captured.
D5 move.
They
Not
overlooked an
something
opportunity
that
to
I
prepare a bishop
wanted
for
to play, 'cause
development.
that just seemed like
You
it
get a chance to
gave
kick a
room
knight.
for him to hop his knights in and cause trouble. But
This-
that's
You are
good to
bringing
take
your
note
knight.
of.
This move pin.
Likes that
This move doesn't hurt you much, but it doesn't help either.
Okay, it doesn't love that move.
This
which
move
felt
pins
very
your knight.
natural to me.
This move-
What would it have liked better?
White develops further.
Okay, getting the queen out, potentially setting up a sacrifice on the e6 square.
You are
Let's
bringing
go
your
back to
knight into play.
review.
This move,
And
defending
then
their hanging
Castle's
pawn.
his best move. That's surprising. That feels like it's just walking right into my attack. At this point, it thinks I'm better, but not quite.
This isn't a
winning.
mistake, but there was something
And it
better for
doesn't love
you.
that move, which again felt very natural since this pawn is pinned. It preferred undeveloping my bishop back to e2. So, very computerish stuff right here.
Defending
very
their
interesting
hanging
lines.
pawn. This isn't a mistake. They are threatening to capture a
knight
pawn
back is
and
the
win
move I
material.
expected.
You allowed the opponent to capture a pawn and win
Says that this
material
is a
after the
mistake.
follow.
What would have been best here?
The pawn is now
Bring
adequately
the bishop
defended.
right back. Okay.
They are threatening to
Why is
cap.
this a mistake,
You allowed the
though? I want
opponent to
play out
capture a
the
pawn and win
analysis.
material after the follow-up trades.
So because they win that pawn, I was thinking I can just take the knight here. Okay, but yeah, I guess that forks. And then if I go over, well, first of all, yeah, I guess I can't go there because he takes with check. So I go over. Oh, I guess he's still able to. Okay. So that's why that line doesn't work. That would have been a tough sequence to find, but findable. So maybe that was a little bit careless on my part. Instead I go there, and that's a missed opportunity with his queen there. I do play the best move here, and he resigns. But the right defense here would have been knight takes. And I can play here, king goes over, and I guess my attack just isn't strong enough. I can go there. Queen slides back. I can set up a discovery here, which feels like it's going to be devastating, but I guess if he trades off the queens, again brings his knight back. Okay, that's the critical move. So I guess that was the defense. Looks like we were in a good position though. Our opponent ended up abandoning the game. Must have had to have left or had some bad internet connection, but thanks for joining. We'll be back tomorrow.